Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be one of my travel videos. So I have actually been quite atrocious in the last couple of months and I haven't uploaded onto my YouTube channel. I haven't even really been looking at it, so I've fallen quite behind and I do have a few videos that I have filmed. I just haven't had time to edit them, mainly because I am in deep preparation for going away. So I did have a video that went up 2 weeks ago, which was a sort of get ready with me, and I sort of chatted you through a couple of things. And I also announced in that video that what I'm going to be doing is uploading every second Sunday while I'm away. In case you haven't heard, or if you're new to my channel, I am going on a 2-month Contiki tour. Well, I'm doing 2 Contikis, but I will be in the UK and in Europe for 2 months. So I will not be filming. I probably won't have a lot of time to film because I am a freelancer. I am also going to be working while I'm away and I don't really have time to be filming. So I thought I would pre-film some videos, but to make myself a little bit back on schedule, I will be posting them every second Sunday instead. Today's video is going to be one of the travel videos, and it is going to be what I have in my carry-on for my plane. So if you have never traveled before, or if you are not from Australia, whenever people from Australia try to travel somewhere, it is a very, very long plane ride. So I have a 14-hour plane ride to get to Dubai, and then I have another 7 and a bit hours to get to London from there. So it is a long time. It's basically a day and a half of traveling with all time zones and everything. It's a long time to be in a pressurized cabin. So I thought I would walk you through what I have in my carry-on, and then I also have my checked in, which I will do in a separate video. So this is my carry-on bag. It is one of the safety like traveler bags. So as you can see, there's actually no pockets on the front at all. The only way you can get into the bag is at the back of the bag. So it's a safety thing where people can't sort of pickpocket you very easily, and it's supposed to be like cut proof, so if they come up behind you and try to slash your bag, it's actually quite hard on the front, so it doesn't cut very easily. It's got really nice padding on the back. It is just super comfortable. I've also got my travel pillow attached to it, so that's probably the first thing. And then how you open it, so you have a pocket. You have a pocket down here. I'm really hoping this is in focus, but you have a pocket here where you can put some little things, and then you also have a few little side pockets and some slits on the armbands that are good for like cards if you want to get to them quickly. But I'm keeping all of my cards in the bag just because I do have a thing. I don't like my money being easily accessed by other people, so I would rather take my bag off to get my wallet out. But anyway, so to get into the bag, you have zippers. I haven't obviously zipped it up fully, but you can see a little sneak peek in there. And you undo the zippers, and then the whole back of the bag folds out. So, and then it actually unclips at the bottom, so it completely comes down into like a right angle. So it is really good. I'm excited. My parents got this for me for Christmas because I asked for it, because I knew that I was going to need a backpack. So I asked for one that was like this, and I'm really happy that they got it. So digging into the bag, obviously my travel pillow was the first thing that I just have attached by one of those hiking clips, and it is just a pink travel pillow. It's one of the ones where you can unzip that one and like tip it out and it becomes like a square pillow, not a neck pillow, but I prefer it like this. Also, I discovered something amazing. If you have recently had an ear piercing and you're not supposed to really sleep on them too much, or if they're hurting, if you have a neck pillow, like a travel pillow like this, if you sleep like that, it actually means that there's no pressure on your ears. So I found that was really good, just as a side note. Diving into the bag, the first thing that I got is my travel wallet. So I originally had a black one, but I got this one because it was nice and bright and I could find it quickly in my bag. I picked it up from Kmart and it was just like, I can't remember, maybe $9 or something. It was really inexpensive. So it's just one that opens up like so, and obviously in here I have my passport because you can't travel internationally without one. And then I also have my 2 travel cards. When I actually get there, I'm not going to be taking both travel cards with me. Wherever I go, I will leave one with my suitcase. I have my Australian driver's license in here as well because I have a international driver's license and I need to have my original license with me because I will be hiring a car. And then behind that, I just have like very minimal Australian dollar cash, mainly just for the airport, like the Sydney airport. If I want to buy a drink or something, I just have a couple of cash. Then I have some paper tickets. So these are just things that I've printed out. I have my boarding pass, another plane ticket, a railway line, and we are doing the Harry Potter tour of the Warner Brothers Studios. So I have tickets for that all printed out. And I just keep that nice and secure in my travel wallet so I don't lose it. The next thing obviously is some compression socks. I have hypertension, so high blood pressure, and at the moment finally it's going down, which is good, but I get really affected by swollen feet. So I have to have really decent pressure socks to try and help my feet to not swell so much up in the cabin. Then the next thing I have is my medication bag. So these are all of the medications that I have with me. I have more in my checked in bag, but obviously for the plane you're only allowed to take what you need for the flight. Unfortunately for me, I need one of like all of these. So I've squashed the boxes down as much as I can and then kept one sachet in it. So that keeps me covered. If there's anything like delays or something goes wrong, I have enough medication to basically get me through a week sort of thing. Then the next thing that I have is my liquids. So obviously you have to have them in some sort of clear bag or something. So this is what I've got in mine. I have a couple of eye patches just because the aeroplane is really dehydrating. So I've picked these up from Kmart. They were $3 each and you get 2. So I've just broken them off so I could take 2 different types. So this one is Evening Primrose Botanical Gel Mask. So it's the hydrating version. And then I've also got this one, which is hibiscus one, which is refreshing. So that's got me 2 masks, as I said, because I'm on the plane for over 20 hours. So I didn't want my skin to get too damaged. And in the light of I didn't want my skin to be too damaged, I also picked up a brand new bottle of the Clinique Moisture Surge. I love this stuff for long haul flights. And just in general, it is a really moisturizing gel and it looks like, come off. So it just looks like that. It's just a little like jelly formula. It is super moisturizing. Last time I flew over to Europe, I had this with me and it absolutely saved my skin. I didn't break out, it wasn't dry, I didn't have any flaky skin at all because I kept reapplying this every few hours and it was amazing. So I made sure I grabbed another bottle of that. The next thing I have with me is some deodorant. I don't really have a preference between spray deodorant or roll-on deodorant, but I did bring this one because it was under the 50 mils and it was easy to pack. So it's just a Dove Go Fresh moisturizing one, so be nice and not smell like BO on a plane, which is always good. Then I have something for my lips. This is the Clarins lip comfort oil. Again, along the same lines, you're in the aeroplane pressurized cabin for a really long time, so something just to keep your lips nice and moisturized. I've also brought the La Roche-Posay thermal spring water. This stuff is amazing. So it is like, essentially it is just water. There's nothing, as far as I'm aware anyway. I mean, I'm trying to read the ingredients on the back, but it's all in different languages. But anyway, there's nothing, like, the reason why I like packing this with me is because it's really refreshing. So if you're sitting on an aeroplane and it's stuffy and it's hot, you can just give your face a squirt of this and it's just rehydrating and it's refreshing and you just feel a little bit nicer. It's just a bit nicer. I've also got in here my Clean Air perfume rollerball. Same thing, like, I don't know, I'm not really someone who walks off a plane with a full face of makeup. I'm also not someone who walks on a plane with makeup, but just in case when I get off, if I just want to smell a little bit refreshed, I have something that I can put on. I also have in here my eye cream. So I'm trying the Swiss Argan anti-aging eye cream. So this is just a little 15 ml and it's a little one that you take off the tip and you can put it on your fingers and rub it in. And then I also have in this bag some other essentials. So these are just sort of like the extra, which, you know, you just kind of have to have. So in here, I've got a couple of a mix. I've got a mix of things, which I probably need to put some of them into my liquids bag, which I will do that. But just to show you anyway, I have some Zantac tablets because you honestly never know if you're going to get heartburn or if someone who you're traveling with is going to get heartburn. It's always nice to have these. I also have some travel wipes. I've never tried these before. These are the Kathmandu travel wipes. So I got some of these anyway, and I thought, well, I'll give them a go, see if they're worth it and if they're any good. I also have antibacterial wipes because planes are just nasty and there's germs everywhere, and it's just easier to have something that you don't have to go to the bathroom and wash your hands. You can just wipe one of those and you feel a little bit nicer. I also have a packet of tissues. Same thing, you never know when you're going to need it, and it's always nice to have it anyway. And this is just one where you open it and it's there. Anyone around you, anybody around you might need them, so they're just good to have. I've also, well, I was given these. I don't know if they work or not, but they are Jet Ease homeopathic jet lag prevention. I don't normally suffer too bad from jet lag on the way over, but I suffer from it on the way back. It can knock me around for a couple of days. So it will be interesting to actually like give these a go and see if they work. Next is some Travel Calm. I don't really suffer from travel sickness all that much, but because we're going to be on a Contiki bus for a long period of time, I don't want to take the risk that I might get a little bit car sick going through all of the bends and everything and roads that I'm not familiar with. So I figured I would pack a little bag, like a little sachet of it anyway, just in case. And again, it's the same thing. You don't know who you're traveling with. They might get a little bit travel sick. So it's good just to have them with you. I also have, this definitely needs to go on my liquids thing, but I also have some little eye drops for tired eyes. I really like this. This is the Optrex brand. I really like these because I work all the time on my computer and my eyes can just get a little bit sore and tired. And again, you're in a pressurized cabin for a really long time. So just having something that you can drop onto your eyes so they get a little bit more hydrated and aren't so dry and scratchy is always good. Then I've got, then I have like my cables and stuff. So this is a multi-use charger that I found in Kmart, and all you do is you pull the head off like that. So this is obviously the Australian plug, and then I have the UK and the European plug in my checked in bag. But the reason why I have the Australian one is because we're at a hotel the night before, and so I still want to plug in and charge my things right before I go. So I've got that with me. And then this one is a 4 USB charge. So pretty much all of the devices I'm bringing are USB charged. So it made sense to carry this, and then I only have one normal plug that has like the converter on one end and then the ability to plug in Australian at the other end just for my laptop. So I have that with me, and then because I will be charging things last minute, I also have just one iPhone cable to plug into that. Then I have a, I can't remember what one this is, but it's not an iPhone adapter, it's a different one, because I have my portable charger bank, like the little rechargeable thing that charges via this, and I also have a torch. So I always refer to myself as like the mother hen of my friends. I am the one who overthinks things and who packs for the worst scenario. So I have a torch mainly because you never know, while you're walking around in a dark city, you might want a torch, or I don't know, I just have a torch. But it is a USB charged one, and it is very bright. I'll try not to blind you, but you can see like it is very bright. And it's just good to have a torch, I think, because you never know when you're going to need one. You don't have one and you'll need it. I also have the little earphone adapter for the iPhones because I have my over earphones, which are in here. And then if I wanted to use those on my iPhone, I can't, so I need the adapter. And that's what's in that little baggie. Then continuing down into my bag, I will show you what the backpack looks like when everything's out of it. It's a bit easy to show you. But continuing on, I have my portable power bank. So it is just a stick in your USB, and then you can charge that for another thing of your phone. Again, same thing, touring, taking all photos and all stuff like that. Your phone runs down a lot faster. So I make sure that I have that with me. I also have a pen in here because the amount of times I've been on a plane and you need to fill out the custom cards and you've got to awkwardly ask somebody else to borrow their pen. So I will be that person that will be awkwardly asked for a pen. Then I also have in here, down the bottom, this is like a windbreaker jacket. So I am going over there in the summer, but their summer is not like our summer. Well, some of the countries that I'm going to, their summer is not like our summer, as in their summers don't get as hot, and particularly like up in Scotland. So I've got a jacket. It's a lightweight jacket, but it is waterproof, windproof, and it is just good for all different types of weather. So I have it packed in my backpack because it is actually quite heavy, and I'm allowed to check 30 kilos on the plane, but only 20 kilos for the tours. And I know that they can be a little bit flexible with that, but I'd rather just have it in my backpack in case I need it for the aeroplane, or when we get off, I have another jacket to put on. Then I also have my hairbrush, which I can probably put in that little silver bag, but I have a little hairbrush that's not too big, but I can just make myself not look like a rat's nest. Then I also have a pair of sunglasses. So this is mainly to get me to the airport and around on the last day. So I do actually have a pair of sunnies because when we land it's going to be dark, so I won't need them, but I will obviously need them for traveling, so I've just made sure to pack them anyway so I don't forget them. And then I have my little travel wallet. So this will be the wallet that I'm carrying that will at some point have a little bit of cash and obviously my paying cards and stuff like that. So it's just much smaller, so I can actually fit it in my, like, either in a pocket or in the little bag that I have for days if I don't want to have my backpack with me. So it's just something a little bit small that I can carry those things in. Then I have my earphones. These are a little bit loved. They're a bit raggedy, but these are just the Sony earphones, and they fold down like so. They are over the earphones and they have the noise cancellation. If you have ever traveled on an airplane, you know how important it is to be able to cancel out people's noise. I also have an adapter just in case if they need it, because sometimes on an airplane, you know how they have when you want to plug in your own earphones and it needs one of these. So I'm going to carry my own one. Sometimes they provide it, sometimes they don't, but I'm going to carry one just in case so I can listen to the airplane movie, videos, things, whatever, you know what I mean. Then we move on into the back of the backpack, so into the part that actually rests across your back. In here I have my Apple AirPods. I really love these. It's the same thing. I just give myself some options for earphones when traveling, because sometimes having it over the ear can get a little bit annoying, and also vice versa, having it in the ear can get a bit annoying. So I've given myself some options, plus just walking around when we've actually landed. So when we're moving around and stuff and you're sitting on a train or something, just having little portable earphones that don't have a cord can just be really useful. Then the next thing that I have in that bag is my iPad. It is the iPad Pro, and it is the smaller one. So you can see there, that's my dog, Pascal. The hardest thing about traveling is leaving your pets, 100%. So I do have that in there. I have gone on and downloaded some like Netflix shows and some things off iTunes so I can watch them if the airplane selection is really bad. But I do have that with me. Then I also have my laptop. So if I had well, it is a choice, but if I could, I would probably put this in my checked in bag, but I don't trust them with my laptop because they throw the bags around very badly, whatever. They're not very gentle with your bags. So I always have this in my checked in because I don't trust it, and the last thing I want is for it to be shattered when I get there. So I do have this with me as well. It is very, very light and very thin, so it doesn't really take up that much room, so it's not too big of a hassle. That also does have a charger, but I've not packed that yet. Then the last thing that I have is this folder. So in this folder, I have copies of all of our paperwork, which means like reservations, tour tickets, that sort of thing. So if I pull it out, you can see I have like my certificate of insurance. I have my medical note, which basically gives me permission to be carrying my prescribed medications. I have all of my booking information, like where I need to be and when and what I'm doing and itineraries and stuff like that. So I have all of that kept in that folder so I can access it. It also has copies, as I said, of the reservations. So that means it has hotel addresses to fill in the little airport card. And then that is everything that is in the bag itself, but I will just show you what the bag actually looks like now that it's empty on the inside. So hopefully you will be able to see this. I can't actually see the monitor, so if I'm out of shot, I am very sorry. But that is what it looks like on the inside. So you've got pockets back here, you have one pocket there, and then these are like your laptop sleeves. And if you open it all the way, the bag then flips out like that. So you have really good access to pack everything, and it means that everything's sort of safe and secure and it's not easy to get into, blah, blah, blah. Because this would be on your back, so they can't unzip it without you noticing. So that is the interior, the full interior of the bag there. And that is pretty much everything that I'm taking on my check-in. So as I said, I don't fly with makeup, like makeup on. So my face will be bare, and it just means that I can actually apply the face masks and stuff without any issue. I normally apply them about 2 hours after being in the air, and then just reapply the Clinique Moisture Surge every few hours after that, just to keep my skin nice and plump. Also too, those travel wipes are good just to freshen up and feel a bit nicer. And that is everything. So I hope you did enjoy this video. I'm sorry again about my semi lack of commitment over the last couple of months, but I will try to be much better when I get back and get into the rhythm of things. It's just been very hectic these last couple of months. So if you did enjoy this video, please give it a thumbs up to let me know, and I will see you in 2 weeks with what I've packed in my checked in. If you want to know what I'm up to and where I am, you can follow me on my Instagram, because I will be doing Instagram stories, so you can check it out there. I will insert a fancy little thing that tells you my handle, but that's it. So thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in 2 weeks. Bye.